Hello everyone. I wanted to make a video series on Dragon City just because I wanted to rant and ramble about a couple of topics, mostly about certain systems of Dragon City, and also because I think these videos will be a good reference to people who may have questions about certain things in the future, which I've seen a lot of. Mind you, there's a lot of questions about things I've already sort of thought about for a while, and I've only played for 4 weeks. So, some will say, oh, you're kind of new to the game, you should get more experience first. But I think right now I've faced and I have acknowledged some of the issues and problems with this game, and I want to put it out there, and to allow more discussion about these things. So, I just want to focus right now on leagues. So, leagues are a pretty bad system, and there's one reason why. Leagues are, fights. You bring in a team of whatever fucking dragons you want, your strongest probably dragons. Bring them in and you fight strangers, right? And you get rewards. And if you finish this whole league, this is an entire league, you get gems. Awesome. Now, the opponents you face, they correlate with your level. Sometimes you'll have people who are higher level, never lower level, mind you, always higher level. But that's usually because they remained in the league, but they kept leveling up. So, for example, like this guy probably was in a level 18 league and then he leveled up, but he never finished level 18 league, so he's just level 19. Like I faced like a level 23 and a level 17 league, but he wasn't that strong. But again, most of the time, majority of players, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, are going to be the same level as you. This is seemingly like a smart idea, right? You should face people on the same level as you, literally. But the truth is that it is not a good idea past a certain point. And that argument is also, flipped on its back, because with leagues there is a level cap for dragons at level 40, meaning you will, even if someone's leveled a dragon past level 40 and they're, they have their team in league, obviously just like naturally like this, they will never be past level 40. So, you can level up your dragons past level 40, so theoretically you'll always be technically stronger. But I'm going to ignore that because that's more late game, because level 40 is the level cap of Dragon Roost upgrades, and then, past that you need empowerment, or to empower your dragons, giving your dragon a little star to get them past the level 40 level cap. All of that shit, that's pretty late game. And I don't want to focus on that because I think most of the time people are stuck on mid to early game of Dragon City. So what happens with this level correlation of your leagues is that you will face from issues from level 20 to 30. And probably beyond that if you don't have a good team. From level 20 to 30, you start to realize that most of your battles are not relative to the state of your current dragons or team. You will realize that quickly, very quickly. You will now realize that no matter how many fights or no matter how many resets you do, you always have that 1 or 2 guys, and eventually at some point, maybe 6 guys that have much stronger dragon than yours. And then you're wondering, well, that's okay. That's not that bad. Like, who cares? I'll just skip leagues. But that is very bad. See, there are mainly 5 benefits of a league: heroic races and events in general, the alliance chests, gems, food, and ranking up. Now, heroic races, what are they? Well, they are just as they are named. Heroic races, usually over here in the top left, offer you a dragon of heroic rarity. Like this girl, for example, High Moon Empress Dragon. And to get these dragons, you have to complete laps. It's a race. And sometimes there's heroic marathons as well. And to complete these laps, you have to complete nodes. And contained within these nodes are tasks, essentially, that you need to complete. And within some of these laps, and within some of those nodes, you'll need to do league battles. Now, at first, it doesn't seem that bad, because with heroic races, you get free spins, which is, nice. You can skip the league battles by spinning away your problems, like a gambling addict. But, eventually you might get, let's say, lap 3. This is going to be the next heroic race, just saying. Lap 3, where you get 2 league battles. Okay, well, let's say, you're stuck on leagues and you couldn't win any of your league battles no matter what you do, and you use your spin. What happens if you get a +1 spin? Because in the spin, you can get a +1 material, +1 item. There's multiple options. Again, just like gambling, it's a spinning machine. What if you get the +1? Oh, okay, well, now you have to wait 24 hours, which is the wait time for spins, to complete this node. Or you could gem. Yeah, sure, you can go gem. Why not? But you're on lap goddamn 3. Why would you gem? Okay, that's okay. Oh, what if you get the node 3? Lap 4, node 3. Where the pool is now 4 league battles. Okay, yeah, you could spin. Oh, what if you get +1 again? Oh, it's okay, you can gem. Oh, it's a +15 gem. Oh, okay, well, I really want the heroic. Okay, sure. Okay, node 4, not that bad. Oh, okay, and then, yeah, just another +10 gems. Oh, or no, maybe I got lucky on the free spins. I skipped this one. Oh, that's okay, lap 7. Oh, no, I got it again. Oh, maybe I'm going to get lucky this time. Basically, my argument is that there is too much reliance on luck, too much reliance on inefficiency, because I don't even care about, spins and using gems for league battles. You should really be looking at how to be the most efficient, which, to be the most efficient, would be using gems, or spins on things that have long wait times, which, like, for example, Battle Dragons, there's like a wait time between each fight. It's 1 dragon, 1 fight, and, let's say there's like 5 fights in this lap 7, node 2. So, there's a wait time in between each fight, and so there's like a, total wait time. This is the minimum wait time you are required to have. And it, gets worse and worse. Again, each timer gets worse and worse as you progress. So you should be using spin on things that, cause you to waste the most amount of time to be efficient. Right? That's fair. Right? Why is the argument to be, oh, you should just use spin on leagues if you're fucked? Well, yeah, but how about we just tell people not to get fucked? Like, how about we start promoting people not to get fucked? We introduced a solution to preventing the problem before the problem. We shouldn't keep introducing solutions to problems that already pre-exist. And I understand the counter argument is that there's a lot of old Dragon City players who basically need to do this, and I do feel bad for them. But this is mainly for new players. I'm making this video series for new players or people who have recently made accounts. For example, if your account is only 2 weeks old, I would say straight up, and you are level, like, let's say 25, and you're only on your 2nd week, restart your fucking account, because you're going to be screwed on leagues, and you don't want to be screwed on leagues, because heroic races are super vital to, introducing dragons that are probably going to be good for developing a team of yours, right? So, and besides heroic races, there are also other events which I don't really care for. Most events are mostly just like resource grabs, like this one. This is mostly just like a resource grab, mostly looking for just like chest and food. Most events are resource grabs, because most of these dragons are pretty shit. They're not really that good, at least relative to the dragons I'm probably going to get soon off my hatchery. So, you can argue league battles aren't that important for other events. I would say I would agree with that. But heroic races is extremely important, extremely fucking important, great for developing teams, so useful, so fucking useful. And after heroic races, there are usually quests that let you get resources, which are very helpful and nice. So heroic races and heroic marathons, always very nice things to sort of have and be able to do efficiently. I'm going to go over efficiency, because see a lot of people making arguments against it, but I'm trying to be efficient here. I have enough time to ramble and rant about this game, but I don't have enough time to be saying, oh, I'm gonna wait 24 hours for league roulettes. Like we have to provide this information to people. We have to continue to push this. And there's a great YouTuber, Quack, who makes amazing YouTube videos because they provide so much information and they provide so many resources to newer players and players and players in general. Like, they cover pretty much every event, so they're awesome, super useful. And they also push the idea that you shouldn't overlevel, but overleveling still occurs, and not everyone watches Quack. So this information is not gonna reach everyone. So we need to continue to push it, because I've witnessed too many people say, "Oh, well, I just trapped myself in league battles." Well, and you're gonna be fucked for a while. I'm just saying. And also another thing with heroic races, some people just suck at doing them. So it's like, even if you can't do heroic races, and you suck at them and you can't really do your leagues, as long as you have leagues, you still are benefiting because you get gems and food and ranking up your dragons. So gems and food, I'll cover over that first. When you finish an entire league, you get a certain amount of gems. They get higher as you climb. And you get a certain amount of food for each fight. So food is more consistent than gems. Gems are honestly pretty useful. I mean, like, seriously, from climbing from League 1 to 23, and mind you, I've only played on this account for about a week and a half. I managed to garner around 69 gems. Wait, that's actually funny. I did not do that on purpose. What the fuck? 23 times 3 is 69. Wow. Which, one will argue, oh, that's not that good. But level 69 gems for simply doing something that is always going to benefit me. Because, again, doing league battles always benefits you. You get food. You get to rank up your dragons. This is why I'm trying to push that we need to push the idea that overleveling is horrible, and more players need to push this information. We should just always state it. Like, it should be on like the front page of like the fucking subreddit for Dragon City, or like the Discord for Dragon City. It should be on the front page of fucking everything, because there's still players that are new. You get so many benefits from League and no bad things. Like, there is no like time wasting. There's no like each battle is quick as fuck. Like, there is so many benefits to League, and there's no detriment to playing League. So that means that the idea that we need to persuade players to inhibit the leveling is super important, because there's so many benefits to goddamn League. And you're thinking, oh, well, 900 food for each battle. Oh, that's not that good. Like, what is this? This is like 8 times 9 is only 7,200 food. Like, I could make that in my sleep. Well, if you're an Apple user, yeah, you're fucked, bud. But if you're a PC or an Android user, this is so good, because guess what? You actually get a 10 times reward, times 10 award. And I think this grows as you play League. I'm not too sure. All I know is that when you start in leagues, like from I think like 1 to 20, it's like only a 7 times, and it goes into 8 times, and then 9 times, and now I'm at 10 times reward. That is an additional buddy, let's see here. 8 times 9,000 is 72,000. That's an additional minus 7,200 is an additional around 65,000 food. Oh, an additional 65,000 food, or a total of 72,000 food. Oh, that's not that good. But it's free. You're getting things for free. These resources are all free. Like, there is no counter argument. There is only a benefit from lowering level, inhibiting your level. I feel like there is no truly greater reason to level up further past past level probably like 20. Yes, there is an argument to be made that you should get the breeding sanctuary. Oh, breeding sanctuary is useful, alliance chest or whatever. But I'm gonna say one thing, and one thing only. First off, time skips. Second of all, who gives a fuck? Because if you are that worried, about this, about getting to level 25, you can I definitely won't hold you back on it, because yes, breeding sanctuary is awesome. It's nice to have for events like heroic races, like the one I'm saying. I don't want to inhibit your potential on that, but I have two things to say against that. First off, once you have tasks unlocked, you can get breeding mountain level 2, which cuts down 20% of breeding times, which is super helpful. Second of all, breeding mountain or tree, if you can catch that on a 50 gem cost, which you can still buy 100 gems, I don't give a fuck. Regardless, if you can catch it on a 50 gems cost, boom, you just saved yourself the pain of going to level 25 and possibly fucking your league over, and now you have 2 sources of breeding, which honestly is all you really need for heroic races. If you 3 is amazing, it's super helpful, but I'll be honest, 2 is adequate. You seriously don't need to have 3. It's amazing to have 3, but I personally, based on my experience and my races and how I've been performing, 2 breeding positions or spots are adequate. They're perfectly fine. In fact, I don't know. I cared more about the goddamn hatchery than fucking breeding shit. But regardless, so I can understand, you know, the arguments for leveling up, blah, 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 whatever. Shut up. Like, level 25 is a pretty bad state for League. Like, it was not good. Like, again, I told you, I had my account at level 25. It was bad. I had level 30 dragons already at that point. It was still really bad. It was fucking atrocious. Like, I don't want to encourage other players to do that just to get this goddamn shitty ass breeding sanctuary, you know, with the shitty ass like gold cost to, you know, a rare dragon, whatever. It's complete bullshit. Just get the fucking breeding tree. If you have breeding sanctuary, that's awesome, but don't even try to strive for it. It's not really worth the cost. 72k food from this is so useful, especially if you're a player who's inhibiting your level and, you know, don't have a consistent source of farming. You know, if you weren't over leveled and had a shit ton of farms, 72,000 food is really good, and you can finish an entire league a day, right? Because I think for the past a certain point, leagues are 8 battles a day, or 8 battles a league, which, you know, you can actually finish in one day, because combat's reset every 6 hours. Meaning if you were to start early at, say, 8 or 10 o'clock, you could, if you were scheduling right, you could finish this battle right before you go to bed. Like, you could finish an entire league right before you go to bed. That's 72k food right there. Like, think about it that way, right? And then not only that, after each league, you eventually grow in food, boom, boom, 1,000, 1,100, boom, boom, boom. You know, eventually, so basically it reaches a point of, you know, 100,000 food a day, which over a week is 700,000 food. Wow, that's really fucking good, right? Right? No? Am I delusional for thinking that's not good? I mean, yes, farm is always going to provide more consistent resources, and I think if I were to do my math right now, more food, obviously, there's no denying it. I understand that. I can't argue against that. Farms will obviously provide better food source. I'm saying, what I'm going to say is that leagues offer a nice alternative source of food as well. And I'll be honest, I'm at a state of the game where I feel like I don't really need all that much food. I mean, I'm going to have my cap to level 35 soon, and I'm going to have a bunch of these dragons I'm going to need to level up. And yeah, I'm probably going to need a shit ton of food. But to be honest, farming hasn't been as, how do I say this, plentiful as it is relative to playing events. Events, I think, offer much better like amounts of food than farming itself. So there are always alternatives to farming, and farming give XP as well, guys, which, as you know, I'm an XP hater. Fuck XP. So I feel like, yes, there's an argument for farming, but I mean, dude, just, I don't know, just fucking play events, right? Like, play events. Like, events offer so many resources, and most of them are like easily accessible. Like, most of these events, like cosmic, like the maze, you can just get tokens or the currency from just playing the game, right? Just collecting gold. So again, consistent sorts of resources from events, which is great. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna cover when I go over Dragon TV. I'm gonna go over this point. Like, this is complete bullshit. I think PC players are probably having like they have a field day with this game. So, anyways, back to the point. I started going on tangents. Why I should edit and have a script. You know, we need to push this. We need to tell players not to over level and level inhibit. And I know people already do that, but it needs to be even more important than we think. It seriously is so, I think, detrimental to the idea of growth when players finally face the wall and the reality of their situation in League. I don't like that. That inhibits growth. Growth is good, right? We should encourage that. So we should be encouraging players never to over level, never ever, and should inhibit their level as the obvious contrast to over leveling, right? Inhibit your leveling. I mean, what is the benefit in over leveling? What do you gain besides the breeding sanctuary? Like seriously. And oh my goodness, I almost forgot. Do not get these fucking crystals. At first you're thinking, oh, but Peter, they're only. My name is Peter. I'm sorry. I should say, Peter, they're only, you know, 250k gold and, you know, 12k XP. That's not that much, and 20% gold protection is pretty good. There is a hidden achievement. I'm just kidding. It's not hidden. There is a bullshit achievement. And now look at this. What the fuck is this 50x for building an ice habitat? What the fuck? You get 250k XP for the first Terra Crystal. 250k, and that's the same for the Flame Crystal. And look at your goals as well. This is why I don't want people to just get habitats and shit. I actually almost forgot. Not only does leveling up habitats give you XP, but just simply building one. Obviously, it's just one. You know, this doesn't apply to all four. That would be 1,000,000 XP. Just building one gives you so much XP. Just don't build shit. I think if I had to say, just shut up, Peter, you know, make a TLDR, just stop buying shit. Just stop hatching shit. Just stop doing shit. Like, this game inhibits growth because the best action is actually to stop doing shit. To just stop. The only good things to do to actually be proactive on are events, because they don't actually deter your growth. They don't harm you. They're only good for your growth. Events. Seriously. Doing anything that is actually initially in this game is going to fuck you over. And this needs to be pointed out. People can make all the arguments that they want, but this is super fucking important. You cannot keep saying it's okay to do that, but then obviously when you do that, you get fucked in League. That is ridiculous. You can't promote that, or not even promote. You can't say it's okay to do this, but then obviously doing that would fuck you over. You can't say it's okay to build a Terra Crystal, but obviously building one Terra Crystal gets you 250k XP. Which, but if you were to build two different crystals, you know, Terra and Flame, that's 500k XP right there. Obviously, that's a one-time thing. 500k XP though is an entire fucking good dragon. Like, if we are going to say you shouldn't overlevel, we should also therefore encourage actions that would prevent the possible outcome of overleveling. We actually have to be hard on this shit. You can't just say it's okay. No, it's not okay. There is seriously no benefit to building a Terra Crystal. You get 20% gold. Like, what do you need gold for? If you're under level, you don't even need gold. You can build a good team, and that's enough. Like, man, it pisses me off. I think it's so much more important than people say, and people say I'm overreacting, but this is so, like, a consistent source of gems for players who are playing on iPhone, mind you, because, you know, not everyone has Android, or maybe not everyone has a fucking PC. I don't know. Most people do nowadays. So, you know, most people can't really get good sources of gems. Even if you play PC, that's not a good source of gems. That's, you know, that's not that good, to be honest. Ranking up. Basically in Dragon City there are, you know, ranks to each dragon that initiate combat or engage in combat. You know, killing dragons, I believe, is actually what gives XP. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong on that. I mean, nobody really seems to care, so I'm just gonna say I think it's killing dragons that actually give the dragon XP. But in Dragon Rescue, apparently you just get XP just by participating. Like, you don't have to kill any dragons and your dragons will rank up. So I don't really know if it's just engaging in combat or what, but regardless, I think pretty sure you have to kill, because none of my dragons when I play League actually level up or rank up when I don't use them to kill somebody. So I think Dragon Rescue, which is something you unlock at level 25 as well, I think 25, again, not that Dragon Rescue is not that fucking good. There's like maybe Deluge, which is awesome to get. Otherwise, I don't know, Dragon Rescue pretty much fucking sucks. You know, besides Dragon Rescue and the weird ranking up of dragons and that, you have to kill dragons to rank up. And killing dragons, you know, gives additional stats. I mean, look at this. I'm silver 3 and my dragons gets an additional 6.3k health, which is about almost a third of its original health, right? Because 27k minus 6k is 21k, so that's almost a third. And damage is, which is more, honestly, more important, is also a third, but that 1.25k is so important in the long term. In terms of, you know, in general, arena matches mostly. In leagues, again, if you underlevel, you don't never have to worry about this. If you are underleveled, you will always crush your opponents. Ranking up, there are like 4 colors. So basically, you start at bronze, and then you have to go through bronze 1 to bronze 3, I believe. And silver, you know, same thing. Gold, same thing. And then final rank is purple. And you know, I think maybe it's 4. I'm not actually sure. Is it 4? Oh no, it is 3. Okay, so yeah, plat 1. Oh, it is platinum. What the fuck? Why the fuck is it purple? Platinum, I play too much League of Legends, that's why. I mean, like, seriously, platinum 3, extremely useful, plus like 70%. That is huge, and you can just do that just by playing leagues, and you can get in like great rank ups by just being underleveled, and that's so important for long-term and end-game combat when you want to, like, let's say, make some of your heroic dragons really fucking strong easily. Leagues are your most consistent source. Like, that's super great. Like, if you're stuck on arena, leagues are your next choice. This entire rant is basically saying that I seriously want this to be a PSA to people. Under level, inhibit your level growth. Do not over level. Seriously, do not. There are just too many good things with under leveling, and not enough proportionally better things with over leveling. Like, it's just, I just get so angered. I mean, seriously, why the fuck does this guy have this dragon? What the fuck? See, you slowly start to meet these dragons, but they're like empowered 3 and like rank like plat 3. Like, and you meet these type of, like, okay, so you meet this kind of dragon, like, I think it's like high voodoo vampire dragon. He's like level 40, empowered 3-starred or E3 with plat 2 rank. And that's like around like level 25 to 30. You like, I think me just saying it out loud, you don't realize how broken that is unless you're well informed. But that is completely disgusting. That destroys most of your fucking dragons. Like, that literally destroys you. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And it's not like you can even use like element, like I think like one of the fucking vampire dragons have one of the ancient world elements. Oh, basically it's just a ton of fucking bullshit. So seriously, just, we need to put a PSA out there. I'm getting frustrated because I want players to do well, and to only, like, the best way to do well is to tell them to inhibit level growth. Boom. But yeah, this whole rant is basically just, Social Point fucking sucks, which is okay. A lot of companies suck. I mean, I play goddamn League of Legends, you know, right? I mean, they kind of suck a lot, don't they? But I still play the game. You know, I still play Dragon City, mostly because this is my childhood. I mean, seriously, you know, when I was studying the MCAT, I got a little, like, bored because I wanted to play some games, but I didn't want to play League of Legends too often, mostly because I'm watching out for my wrist health. So I wanted a game that I, you know, I can consistently play and always play, right? And so Dragon City was my best choice because, you know, I finished all the Soul games, you know, I play Rainbow sometimes. Like, basically I had nothing else. I had no choice. And coming back to this game, I realized why my I remember when I had started out my account when I was a kid, you know, when I was, I think like maybe fucking 14, or no, not 14, even younger than that. I think I was 12. When I got a Facebook. You never have your kid get on Facebook at the age of 12. I'm gonna tell you that. Well, when I got on the game when I was 12, I had naturally overleveled. Like, I'm a fucking kid. How the fuck was I supposed to know what the fuck would happen in League? When I overleveled, my league got stuck, and it just frustrated me as a kid because I kept resetting every day and just shit. It just, some people may not care, but I can understand the frustration or the irritation or agitation from not being able to do leagues. I truly don't care about my own situation because I made a new account, and guess what? I'm doing fucking amazing. My old account's stuck on League 5, and my new account, which is a week old. Again, my old account is only 4 weeks old. My new account, which is a week and a half old, is on League fucking 23. You know, 69 gems. You know, like, I know no one's gonna watch this video, but I'm just gonna send this video to anyone who feels bad about League, or who's like confused about their League situation, because basically me rambling and ranting, I'm trying to harness all of the frustration other players feel, and essentially like Hadouken, or like, you know, like energy ball, Goku energy ball, that energy, that negative energy back into this rant, because I want there to be people, I want more acknowledgement of this complete bullshit, because I feel like there's not enough acknowledgement. And maybe no, there is, but I think there needs to be more outcry. There needs to be like genuine, like, this news needs to be pushed. This information needs to be pushed out. Players need to know. It's a PSA. It's a required PSA. We should constantly push it. Whenever we see new player, push it immediately, right? Like, immediately tell them, don't level up. Like, don't level up. Like, immediately tell them, don't build. Like, we need to do that. We need to be good people. If anyone watches this video and thinks I'm a dick or I'm just an annoying rambling guy, I just want to help people. You know, that's why I love Quackalakis' channel. She's awesome. Only fucking Dragon City channel out there actually doing something. You know, not Dragon City fan with his guys. I got 5K. Dude, Dragon City fan is delusional. That kid needs to get off. Like, his ability to misinform everyone is super impressive. Like, I'm genuinely impressed by this guy. Like, he can just misinform everyone, and he has the same, like, amount of viewers as Quackalakis. That's what pisses me off. Like, Quackalakis puts in work and actually, you know, benefits community. Dragon City fan just be out here gaslighting like probably like 12-year-olds. So yeah, like, if you see like some kid, like he's probably some like 14-year-old kid trying to play the game, like, immediately, like, be the guy to be like, hey.
At the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Federal Employee Program, we give you a network that includes 95% of doctors in the U.S.
You know, immediately be the guy to tell that kid, hey kid, don't level up. Don't fucking level up. It's not fucking worth it, bro. Like, make somebody feel like as if they're not going to do something idiotic and then regret it. Like, that's what I want to do. And I could have done that in a more precise and concise way. I apologize, but this is my way of truly getting out how I feel about something. I feel just annoyed by Social Point doing this. Why the fuck is the system associated with leveling up? You are just essentially deterring players from trying to progress in the game, which again is what happens, because everything that you do to try to progress in the game, everything that the game gives you, essentially fucks you over in the long term because your league is screwed. And again, people will move past this. People always get past this. But what I'm trying to say is that the inhibiting of leveling up is not inhibiting growth, because the growth that is going on behind the scenes, you know, with league progressions and heroic races and events, is always going to be much greater than the growth that comes with leveling up. Seriously, there is not enough. I'm sorry for making everyone watch ads. There is not enough growth related to leveling up. Like, people will say, oh, well, you're inhibiting leveling up. Inhibiting leveling up is not anti-growth. Yes, it's kind of like a bonsai tree. You cut off the branches. Yeah, here's an analogy for basically why I'm so frustrated. Imagine a bonsai tree. Why do people clip the branches of a bonsai tree? Why don't we just let it grow? Well, it's because they're trying to maintain its composure. They're trying to maintain an appearance of a clean and just simple tree. I mean, I think this is my perspective why they do it. I could be wrong. They're trying to maintain something that's clean and orderly and understandable. I mean, it's within our grasp. That is our humanity, to have things within our grasp of understanding. If you suddenly face the reality that you are stuck in League, you lose that grasp because you realize, I fucked up. We should be trying to help people and realize, don't fuck up. We should be doing that. We should be maintaining the bonsai tree. We should be clipping off the branches, making sure that tree doesn't grow too large. Your level doesn't grow too large. We clip that off. Keeping a tree how it is like keeping your level at level 20. You're cutting off the branches. You're not letting your tree grow. But the truth is that the tree itself is healthy. It's great. Everything about it is still amazing. There's nothing changed about it. Letting it grow doesn't actually benefit anyone. There's no large benefit. So why not keep the tree maintained and keep the branches short? I think that's like the best analogy I can think of. So again, please promote this. If you see someone, just promote it. If they're level fucking 18, tell them immediately, stop leveling up, buddy. Stop right now, buddy. Just look at them in the eye and be like, dude, stop. Just stop. That's what I want people to do. People have to be proactive. People are so fucking lazy and don't give any fucks. And I think about what if I was that new player? What if I was that 15-year-old kid who just wants to play Dragon City and then they faced a League wall? They can move on, but why do they have to move on? Why don't we just do the right thing and be a positive impact on them? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm frustrated, but I'm just frustrated that I feel like other players are going to face the same situation that I did. And I don't know, that just makes me kind of sad. This game is my childhood. I want everyone to do well. I want, people just to have fun and people to be able to progress without fucking themselves over. And I think progression by not over leveling is super important. And, it's nice to get the legend habitat, but look at that. Plus 5 million XP. That is serious level growth if you're lower level like me. I understand other people need to be conscious of their actions. So that's why I want to push this message. I want to push this message and be annoying and be, a rambling lunatic if it means pushing a message that will help players in the long run. I think everyone can benefit from leagues. I'm going to end it there, but actually, no, I forgot. I'm going to just go ahead and say that if I miss anything, I will most likely have a part 2 of this video, more rambling, maybe more concise next time. But next time I want to cover over the idea of arena and sort of clear any ideas or notion that arena is a good system. Spoiler alert, arena fucking sucks. And unless you have again, a solid, level 50 and higher empowered ranking, ranked platinum 3 team, you're probably not going to reach Masters 1, right? You're probably not even going to reach honestly, you need that team for Masters 1. You could probably reach, Duis, easier than that. Never with a team less good than that. I don't even know how to say it. So I'm sorry for ranting. I know, whoever has watched to the end is probably already dead or asleep, but it frustrates me. I've never felt more frustrated about, studying the MCAT because it's all in my grasp. And I think that's what's really important. Things within our grasp are things that we would never get frustrated by, but things out of our grasp, we need to make people aware of them so that way that doesn't happen. They don't lose their grasp of League. So yeah, thank you so much.